Hi friends, welcome to Holistic Health Made Simple, where you will find health solutions to set you free from the overwhelm of diet culture and frustration with the ever-changing health rules. We go beyond the calorie and diet dogma to equip you to be healthy through simple changes to real food, mindset, and lifestyle. Hey, I'm Jolene. I'm a nutritional therapy practitioner, wife, furry guardian, and non-bendy yogi. Like you, I spent years chasing skinny instead of health. I finally learned that I needed to take a holistic approach to health and give my body what it needed to thrive. If you are ready to find a health plan that is tailored to you and your current health, solutions that are broken down into simple steps to make it easier to implement, results that are undeniable like more energy, improved mood, better sleep, and fat loss, this is the podcast for you. Pop in those headphones, take a deep breath, and let's get healthy. Hey guys, today we are going to talk about sleep. You may actually think sleep is more of a luxury, especially quality sleep, but it is an actual necessity for so many processes of the body. It's a crucial piece to your health puzzle of why you might be stuck or not getting anywhere. You see, when we sleep, our body does all of its houseworks and repairs. That is why it's so important and something we should actually be doing our best at improving or working on to get this good quality sleep, especially as we are trying to get healthy, maintain our health, and live a healthy life. So if you were like me at all, you might have just thought, well, sleep, I can rest when I'm dead. I can go without sleep. I don't need a lot of sleep. But I had no clue what was going on in my body. So it was one of the key things that I needed to improve to get healthier and maintain health. So let's dive into a few of the areas. And these are a few things that happen when we sleep. So the nervous system, your brain, nerves, all of that, your cognitive function, your memory, it plays this role in helping to restore the nervous system, to let it rest, but also restore any damaged cells. It also, have you ever defragged your computer? It kind of does that at night, where it bounces out and kind of processes everything and consolidates the information so that your memory's better. Your overall cognitive function is better. So think of sleep as a way of defragging the computer in your brain. It helps put everything back together in a way that you're actually going to remember it. It also helps you during the day to learn, to retain, and to function better. So you really want sleep to do this repair of the neurons, of the reformatting of the brain, so to say. Now we're going to dive into what it does in the immune system. It's actually vital. Sleep is vital for a healthy immune system. So the immune system will release cytokines, which are proteins, but they're involved in the immune response. So they kind of go and regulate inflammation, they promote healing, and they defend the body against infections and diseases. So we want it to kind of do its patrol work in our body, basically, for lack of a better term. It kind of patrols the body and cleans up stuff that it shouldn't be there. So with good sleep, your immune system will be better. It's also one of the reasons why when we're sick, we want to sleep. It allows our body to strengthen its immune system and go do its patrol and attack all the diseases, the infections, and all of this inflammation. Because inflammation actually will slow your whole body down. So it strengthens the body's ability to fight off these pathogens. So sleep and the immune system go hand in hand. Getting sleep ahead of time will help prevent getting illness later. Now we dive into the repair and growth of muscles. So when you sleep, your body does a lot of things. Like, it's really busy when you sleep. You don't think so, but it does a lot of things. So it helps promote growth of muscle tissue. It helps repair the muscle tissue, rebuild the muscle tissue. And without adequate sleep, it's really hard to get and build muscle, especially after exercise. It maintains the bone density. It helps patrol and do all that stuff of getting strong bones, overall muscle skeletal health, and muscle system. So you don't want to skimp on sleep if you want to have a healthy, strong body. We keep going back to this. And then In regards to your cardiovascular system, it helps with your blood pressure and heart rate at night. So it kind of decreases your blood pressure and decreases your heart rate, and it kind of gives your whole cardiovascular system a rest so that it's able to recover. So chronic sleep deprivation can actually lead to increased blood pressure, increased inflammation, which also increases blood pressure, and an elevated risk of cardiovascular disease. See, everything in your body is intertwined. So sleep is vital for that. So we want to make sure we're getting enough sleep so that we're building muscle, we're building healthy bones, and so that our heart gets a rest so that it can stay strong. So in addition to the cardiovascular health, poor sleep or sleep deprivation will disrupt the balance of hormones. Cortisol being one, which is your stress hormone, insulin, which is what regulates your blood sugar, growth hormone, which is what promotes the tissue repair, and leptin and ghrelin. Those two regulate your appetite, meaning one causes you to be hungry and one makes you feel full. So without adequate sleep, we don't have adequate functioning of these hormones, which creates havoc throughout the day. Have you ever been super exhausted and then being really hungry or really stressed out? Or you just always want sugary foods because you have no energy? That's part of the disruption of the whole endocrine system, the endocrine system is your hormone system. And it's in every one of us, male or female. So we want to make sure we're getting adequate sleep so that we are not dysregulating all of these hormones, so that they're in proper balance, especially if you're trying to work on getting healthier, losing weight, building muscle. These hormones are incredibly important. And one of the last things we're going to touch on today of what sleep regulates is detoxification. Now, y'all heard and probably bought into some of all of these detox teas and detox this and detox that. Your body has a very well-regulated system of detoxification. You just have to make sure those pathways are open. And if you buy those detox teas or drinks or whatever they are, and their pathways aren't open, all they're doing is pulling stuff out of cells and putting it right back in your body. Sleep plays a huge role in keeping the detox pathways open. It helps with the brain's detoxification pathways and processes, the liver's detox pathways open. It just helps the whole system, which we call the lymphatic system, take the waste out of all these areas as it's rebuilding and repairing the cells, and helps get it in where it needs to go to get and then be eliminated to the body. So sufficient sleep allows for an effective detoxification process. So remember that the next time you want to go reach for a detox tea, that if you just get better sleep, you will have a better detoxification. So now that we know what sleep affects or does, or good sleep helps improve, how do we get there? So I'm going to give you a few tips on how to improve the quality of sleep. Some of them you're going to like, and some of them you're going to go, oh God, do I really have to? Try it out, see how you feel afterwards, because after a really good quality sleep, your life's very different. You have more energy, you're not as hungry, and everything you're doing will start falling into place. So to improve the quality of sleep, step one, keep your room dark, very dark, shut off every light, and cool. Coolness helps with the body. If it keeps it at a certain temperature, it just helps you get in a deeper sleep. Then don't sleep with the TV on, and shoot for not watching TV or mobile devices for about 2 hours before you go to sleep. Now you might be saying that's really going to be difficult. So you can try reading a book, or listening to some music or a podcast without looking at the screen, or get some blue blocking glasses. It's the blue light that makes the body think it's daylight that affects our sleep. So if you can get these blue blocking glasses, they will help you sleep better. And you can actually put those on as soon as it gets dusk or the sun goes down, and it'll help with all the lights in your house and help prepare your eyes to get ready for sleep. It does make a huge difference. Then you also want to finish eating dinner, which is your bigger meal, 2 hours before bed, and try not to have a big heavy snack. It allows your body to be done with digestion before it's ready to start all the other processes. So it kind of just lets your body sleep better, sounder, because you don't have a full belly. You're not trying to digest while you're asleep, and it helps. And I know this isn't always possible. Just do it as much as you can. Then there's a couple things to do when you're not sleeping. One is when you first wake up, either look out your window or go outside for 10-15 minutes if you can. Grab a glass of water, sit out there, get up a little bit early, and get some natural sunlight in your eyes without any sunglasses. The natural light first thing in the morning helps reset your circadian rhythm and will actually help you sleep better at night. And finally, the last thing is get some movement throughout the day. The more you can move throughout the day, even if it's taking several 5-minute walks, walking up the stairs, all of that adds in, but you will get better sleep at night when you move your body more throughout the day so that your brain and body are both tired at the same time. It truly helps. So today we've covered a lot on sleep. Try to just improve it. Pick a couple things to institute and see what happens. The more sleep you can get, or actually, let me rephrase that, the better quality sleep you can get. The healthier you'll be in the long run, the more alert, the happier. It affects everything, stress. Just try it. We want a good quality sleep, 7 to 9 hours. That all depends on you. There is no set amount that's perfect. It's what's perfect for you, that you wake up refreshed, alert, and ready to take on the day. So until next time, guys, bye. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you found value in what you heard today, I would be incredibly grateful if you could help spread the word. Sharing is caring, after all. Share the podcast with others that will find the information helpful. It's through your support that I can continue to grow and bring more amazing content. And if you have a spare moment, I would truly appreciate it if you could leave a review on your favorite podcast platform. Your feedback means the world to me, and it also helps others discover my show. I read every review and take your suggestions to heart, so please don't hesitate to let me know what you think. Remember, you can stay connected with me by following me on Instagram or visiting the website at holistichealthmadesimple.com. I love hearing from our listeners, so feel free to reach out, share your thoughts, ideas, and even suggestions for future episodes. See you later.